Y'all already know what happened, man. They knocked him off. They said don't push it out until later on so it looks like something else happened. So how do y'all feel about y'all favorite singer, R&B artist on them drugs?
I was offered $30,000 to perform a hit on Biggie Smalls.
Yo, it's good, you boy Chris about another video. Yeah, from today, we got Diddy's former bodyguard found dead 24 hours after posting the TikTok, bro. That is crazy, bro. That man must only exposed, so he must was a snitch, and they had to go unalive him. So for me, hit the subscribe button, like more content. This I ran to it.
For 13th, 2024, and Uncle Ron just posted this video to TikTok.
Beyonce and Jay-Z will do anything to destroy anyone who speaks out against them. Okay, I get the threats, but you have to remember one thing. I know your deepest secrets. I know so much about you and what you've done. I know so much on how you got where you are, how you stepped on many people. Beyonce, how you guys ended Carrie Hilson's career because she said something about you. See, crazy, nobody knows, but I'll say it, man. Yeah, Beyonce's on drugs.
So how do y'all feel about y'all favorite singer, R&B artist on them drugs? Don't sound like a very good influence, don't it? Crazy.
Long time, and you keep her that way. Y'all wish it what you wish it to stay on top.
Now, for those of you that are wondering, who is Uncle Ron? Uncle Ron was Beyonce's former bodyguard who had also worked with Diddy in the past.
I didn't know that.
24 hours after posting the same video you just saw, Uncle Ron's wife announced on the same TikTok page that her husband
they went
was dead.
Unalive, bro.
Uncle Ron's death was no coincidence. This was a man who had gone viral for posting several videos accusing Beyonce, Jay-Z, and Diddy of some terrible things.
Crazy,
24 hours after his post about Beyonce being on drugs, he was pronounced dead.
Yo, how are we just now finding out that Uncle Ron passed away? How did this stay out of the media? And how the hell hasn't this been plastered all over TikTok? TikTok, you disappointed me. This was posted from Uncle Ron's official TikTok page by his wife on September 13th. It is now October 23rd, and it is just now hitting the blogs. And this thing remaining so low-key isn't the only thing that's suspicious.
Now, there are a lot of conspiracy theories about Uncle Ron's death, but we are mainly just going to stick with the facts. Uncle Ron died on September 13th, 2024. But his death didn't make it to mainstream media until over a month later on the
Y'all already know what happened, man. They knocked him off. They said don't push it out until later on so it looks like something else happened. Crazy, bro.
23rd of October. But this isn't the only thing suspicious about Uncle Ron's death. Before Uncle Ron passed away, his TikTok page was a very interactive one. But after his death, every comment on his page has been wiped off. And it's obvious someone doesn't want any questions asked about his death. Uncle Ron had accused Jay-Z and Diddy of wanting the notorious B.I.G. dead.
Jay-Z and Puffy wanted Biggie killed. Bottom line, you don't have to believe me, believe the facts. Here's a man that wanted to leave Bad Boy. He wanted to do his own thing. He mentioned several times how he was tired of being used and abused, that he was bigger than Bad Boy itself. Somebody, and we ain't gonna call no more names, dangled a bogus contract in front of his face so he wouldn't leave the company.
That's crazy, bro.
How I know I was there.
Well, we know.
According to Uncle Ron, Jay-Z wanted Biggie dead so he could take his place.
I feel like if there's anybody who there's only one person who I feel like if you ever get so big that there's probably one person if you're doing bad things that you probably got to worry about getting exposed will be your bodyguard, your main bodyguard. The main person who basically has to know your whole life. Because bruh there to protect you. If bruh don't know what you got going on, then how will bruh know for what people coming for you for, what this do, what that? See for me, bruh know everything. He got to know everything. He basically your right hand man. So your bodyguard, if he's ain't fully, apparently right now, obviously snitching. He ain't like that. So you getting exposed. Just like right now.
And become the biggest artist.
Another thing.
Yeah, look at it.
Jay-Z wanted him out of the industry, period. So he could take.
If you've been injured in a recent car accident that wasn't your fault, I'm going to show you
over and be the biggest hip-hop artist.
See, that is greed.
Around.
That is greed.
And I wonder who's the
greed
biggest hip-hop artist today.
Who y'all think?
It's all business, folks. And unfortunately, you as a fan, most of you won't understand. But it was all about the business. And the two billionaires have done what they seeded to do.
While Diddy allegedly set Biggie up because he was about to leave Bad Boy Records, and he wanted all the Big's publishing to himself. Now, Uncle Ron wouldn't be the first person to accuse Diddy of setting up Biggie. Gene Deal, who was there on the night of Biggie's death and was in the same car with Diddy, also believes Puff was allegedly involved in Biggie's death.
Why would Puff rent studio time? Come on, man, look. You gotta look at what people do, man. You know Pac just got killed. It ain't no kind of business Big was doing. Big couldn't even walk, he couldn't run. They was pushing him around in a wheelchair, brother. Why the hell would you rent studio time at LA for him to finish your album when in fact you got your own studio, Daddy's house? Let's keep it a buck. Let's stop this bullshit, man. Let's stop doing these interviews, man, about this shit. Cause people ain't getting it. He did not want the beef with the Crips. Puff ain't want the beef with the Dog Pound, Snoop them or whatever. Big started that beef. You understand what I'm saying? Puff ain't want none of that beef. So what I'm gonna do is, y'all want the sheep? I'm gonna put them out the pasture. Catch them if you can. If you the wolf, if you got that wolf in you, catch them if you can.
Uncle Ron had also posted a video alleging that Brother Love offered him $30,000 to take Biggie's life. He claimed that he was approached on March 1st, 1997 to carry out a hit on Biggie Smalls because Diddy wanted the rights to all of Big's publishing. And until 2023, Diddy owned the rights to all of Big's publishing.
I was offered $30,000 to perform a hit on Biggie Smalls. March 1st of 1997, I was approached by Diddy to perform a hit on one of his artists, finding out that he wanted all the rights to all his catalogs. I turned him down because I also found out that very night that Biggie had plans of leaving Bad Boy. Biggie should have never been in California to promote an album with a broken fibula bone, who can barely walk, to go to another studio when Diddy has his own studio in New York. Diddy is pure evil. He has a very nasty disposition. He treats everybody like crap. Every single employee he's ever had, he and his mother have looked down on them, belittled them, talked to them like they were the lowest scum on the earth. So he could always have his way.
But that's crazy.
Muhammad and Suge Knight or Amir, they took the blame for something that was already getting ready to be in motion. It just happened at an earlier time because on the 9th, Biggie was taken out. And I'm so glad to this day that I refused to do that. So under investigations and working and cooperating with FBI, my story is being told. There's so much more that we're going to talk about. with Diddy.
And until 2003, Diddy owned the rights to all of Big's music. And because of how dangerous Puffy is perceived, it might not have been the right move for Uncle Ron to reveal that he was talking to the Fed. And let's not forget that he allegedly threatened to take out Kid Cudi. And Kid car was blown up. So Diddy is indeed capable of these crazy things. But it seems Uncle Ron was determined to expose Diddy. After the previous post, he posted another video, this time still insisting that he has been talking to the authorities.
I was offered $30,000 to perform a hit on Biggie Smalls. March 1st of 1997, I was approached by Diddy to perform a hit on one of his artists. Finding out that he wanted all the rights to all his catalog, I turned him down because I also found out that very night that Biggie had plans of leaving Bad Boy.
Because of these posts, you could say Uncle Ron was living on the edge. Not many supposed informants would be comfortable revealing that they are cooperating with the cops on social media. But you've also got to admire his commitment to what he believed to be true. In his next video, he stated that even Jennifer Lopez might be invited to testify against Diddy, and that a federal case was going to be brought against Diddy. Uncle Ron then stated that Diddy's people have allegedly tried to bribe him, and that after the bribe didn't work, he was already hit with the lawsuit to get him to stop talking.
Hey, this is everybody's Uncle Ron, and let me tell you this. Within the next couple of months, a whole lot of new stuff is going to surface. A whole lot of new names are going to come up that you guys were not aware of, including the bodyguards who were involved. You have to remember the personal assistants who were involved, who saw things. There were things that Jennifer Lopez saw that she may be even called upon because a lot of stuff was tried to be swept under the rug, and unfortunately they saw things. So it's going to all come forward.
I've been a pastor for over 20 years.
Yeah, they trying to keep on them birds like
every American
you're gonna lose it all anyway.
And this is not a game. It's definitely not a game, and it's more serious than a lot of you are really aware of. We're getting the calls, we're getting personal information that's being told to us, as well as certain things that we've already spoke about and that we know and that we've already set on the table. I've even had the personal call to find out, hey man, how can we sweep this under the rug? We can't sweep it under the rug, man. It's done. It's a done deal. And I will refuse to withdraw from my statements. So the things that will happen, they definitely gonna happen. And look forward to it, because Uncle Ron told you so. I told you over a year ago that some of this stuff happened. Now I'm telling you again, it's getting ready to go down on a federal stage. So buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Many people question him for not speaking out earlier. However, Uncle Ron stated that he couldn't reveal anything before because his children were still quite young.
Of course, so many people have asked me why I waited 20 years or so long to come out and start talking and telling about the things that have happened in the industry. The most important reason why is I had children, and I still have children. But at that point in time, they were young, and my number one priority was protecting my children. I care less about the stuff that went on in the industry at that point in time. For as money, it was never about money, and it's still not about money. I have money, but there's stories that have to be told. The truth needs to come out.
Facts.
A man lost his life. So much more went on. Physically have seen Diggy indulging in gay activities. I'm not bashing him, directly bashing him. I'm just telling the truth. He knows like I know. Gene knows like I know. Boo knows, like I know. William knows. Bodyguards that were around him know. See, I had my own company, so I didn't need him. I didn't have to take his stuff. The bull crap that came along with being around Diddy. But see, when I start talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce,
yeah, you went to another level.
Some toes will curl for sure. But hey, the truth is the truth, whether you believe it or not. Yeah, I'm on an investigation. So that's why I'm telling what I'm telling. Because now they have proof. I have physically showed them proof. Things that I have witnessed, things that was told to me. And yeah, of course, it's coming out. And I don't feel ashamed for saying what I've said or done what I've done. Because at the end of the day, I sleep good at night.
Uncle Ron then shocked the world when he posted another video alleging that Blue Ivy isn't Jay-Z's child. Instead, he claimed Tata is allegedly Blue Ivy's father.
Blue Ivy is not Jay-Z's child. Ty Smith is. It was a financial arrangement, and it worked out for them.
Now, if you are a Jay-Z fan, it's impossible for you to not know who Tata is, as Jay has mentioned him on countless songs. Tata is Jay-Z's closest friend, one of his day ones who has been with Jay even before Hov ever thought he would become a billionaire. In fact, Jay-Z even stated on one of his songs that if anything ever happened to him, Tata is the one to take care of his kids. However, after Diddy was arrested in September 2024, Uncle Ron was pronounced dead. The timing and cause of Uncle Ron's death is one of those things that has got a lot of people talking. He passed away just around the same time Diddy was arrested, and the popular theory on the internet is that Uncle Ron was allegedly murdered at this exact time just to make sure he doesn't testify against Brother Love.
Patriots, I have this update just in. Someone in my comments, thank you, asked me, how did Uncle Ron die? I have some answers. Now, this is where it gets a little crazy. He died last month. Bro. He was only 59 years old, very young. Some people are whirling around that he died of that same pneumonia that Kim Porter had. Sounds a little bit shady. Sounds like maybe the diddler had him taken care of, because here's something real crazy. I had myself and my people reach out to his family because his TikTok page is still active, and people in the comments are asking, what happened to Uncle Ron? What happened? What is the family doing? Deleting all of the comments. If you go over to Uncle Ron's TikTok page, try this, Patriots, I did it. Say, what happened to Ron? How did he expire? They delete your question. Why? Because they want to keep their family members safe and everyone else in their life that they care about, because the diddler is not done with his nastiness. Patriots, it is not safe for me to be spilling this tea. I will have another afternoon update this afternoon. Thank you very much. Secret Service Sam, over and out. Samson from
Uncle Ron himself has stated in several videos that he was cooperating with the authorities. So he was allegedly silenced to stop him from taking the stand. After Uncle Ron passed away, several sources state that his cause of death was
Starting today, anyone can monetize with ads as part of the all-new Beehive ad network.
listed as pneumonia. Now, bear in mind that this was the same illness that was listed as the cause of the controversial death of Diddy's ex-wife, Kim Porter. Uncle Ron was 59 years old and in perfectly good health. No more. In fact, in one of his videos, Uncle Ron was worried that something was going to happen to him. So he posted a video insisting that no one should ever believe that he ended his own life or that he died of any health-related causes. And this is also one of the reasons why Jaguar Wright stated that the actual cause of Uncle Ron's death is pneumonia.
It's all good, but Uncle Ron, Beyonce's ex-bodyguard, who threatened to expose them. Yeah, threatened to expose them, I believe, in 2023. is deceased. He's passed away.
Allegedly, that's what they are saying.
Allegedly, that is what they are saying. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, they said he died from that pneumonia.
Yes.
You know, just like Kim, just like Brittany Murphy. That pneumonia ain't no joke.
Why she looking like that though, bruh?
Every time somebody get to telling the truth about someone, whoever's been lying, they just say a little prayer and then the pneumonia come, and then it's.
What makes this more interesting is that the same illness that killed Brittany Murphy, Kim Porter, and now Uncle Ron, they all died of the same illness. And the same suspicions that surround the death of Kim Porter also applies to Brittany Murphy. Now this story only gets crazier from here. The autopsy was done by the same coroner. Let me introduce you all to Ed Winter.
Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. We got 3 deaths. 3 unalives. Same thing. Go to the same people, speak about the same stuff. And you telling me it's not him? So you telling me that everybody who did speak upon these folks or talk about them or try to expose anything that they got going on, the same thing happened to him? And you telling me that he has nothing to do with it? Is we being delusional, or is we just going to be lost? Because what the freak?
So isn't your typical coroner.
And see, and that's what, and I not understand why. Because y'all done came and pick up red flags in your own relationships.
Besides Uncle Ron,
yeah, I'm coming for
Brittany
y'all.
Murphy, and Kim Porter, they were not the only celebrities that he performed autopsies on. Ed Winter was also the coroner who performed the autopsy on Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, and he also managed the case of Paul Walker. Now check this out. This may sound a little crazy, but Ed Winter's cause of death is listed as unspecified natural causes. Now, there are several reports on the internet that claim Ed Winter's cause of death is that he died of the same pneumonia. No one can confirm if Uncle Ron was murdered or died of natural causes just yet. However, may his soul and every name mentioned earlier rest in peace.
Man, this is a crazy story. I cannot cap it. They get worse and worse. I wonder who's gonna try and expose them next. Y'all better watch out now. Y'all better be on the run. Don't be snitching so crazy, because he just snitching. He didn't care no more. But it's your boy CristoReacts out.
And I need me to do. If I ain't get paid, I ain't doing the show. Shit, I'm finna